In 1981, my senior year in college, I took an outward bound course. Do you know what outward bound is? It's
No, I've heard of it,
wilderness,
but
yeah, it's a wilderness survival course. They call
oh,
it.
yes.
So here I was, 22 years old. I will never be that young and crazy again. I decided to sign up for a 10-day course in January of 1981.
Wow.
So I figured if I could, I wanted to move to Vermont after college. And I thought if I could survive outdoors in the
Hmm.
winter in England, I could survive indoors. Now, at the time, I was going to school in New Jersey, Glassboro State College, which is now called Rowan University.
Hmm.
And it was my senior year. And I forget how many extra, like 3 credits or something to do this. So in that 10-day period, we did cross country skiing, snowshoeing, hiking, backpacking, and camping.
Wow.
And for 10 days, we didn't shower and there was nowhere to shower. But
Hmm.
also, it was so darn cold that the bacteria wouldn't have been able to grow.
Hmm.
And if it did, we all would have smelled the same anyway.
Hmm.
So back then, my hair was probably about as long as it is now, up in a wool hat the whole time. And it almost looked like dreadlocks. So
Oh, wow.
when we were done. So in that period of time, 10 days, I broke my pinky, which is fine now. I had frostbite on both my hands.
Oh,
Also,
wow.
I sprained an ankle. I developed bronchitis and I had bruises on my hips from carrying a 50-pound pack. But it was the trip of a lifetime. And I remember something that one of the instructors said to us that I use every day of my life since then. He said, if something isn't going well in your life the way you want it to do, don't complain, make a positive change.
Hmm.
He said, out here on the course,
Hmm.
if your socks are wet, change your socks
Hmm.
or you'll lose toes. If you're hot, take off a layer of clothes.
Hmm.
If you're cold, put on a layer of clothes. If you're hungry, eat. If you're tired, sleep. So when I'm disturbed about something bothering me, I'll say, okay, what positive change can you make? And it's not spiritual bypass or psychological bypass where you just say, oh,
Hmm.
just ignore it, it'll go away. I take a look at what it is that's bothering me and saying, all right, is there anything you can do about it? If there is, take that next step.
Hmm.
If there's nothing you can do about it, how can you learn to live with it?
Right,
Because that's the
exactly.
reality of adulthood.